From New York to LA, everybody's doing it her way, pumping power by the hour. Spee! Welcome, everyone, to It's Vinylly Mine, part of our complete package for The Apple 1980, a musical starring Catherine Mary Stewart and directed by Menachem Golan. And today, as part of our complete package, we are looking at the vinyl release of the soundtrack to the musical The Apple. And yeah, now, this was put out by Canon Records. It is Canon Stereo. It's 1001. So this was like one of their first releases, I think. They did put out a number of other vinyl records as well for the music to their various films. And so I'm very excited to show you this one today. Yes, this one, you can tell it's not wrapped. I would love to have an original wrapped one, but so I have listened to this a number of times, but I still wanted to bring it to you because I found this a very interesting soundtrack, and I thought you would find it interesting as well. So we're going to drop the needle and take a closer look at not only this vinyl release, but some of the story and stuff behind the music for this. So here we are, folks. It is The Apple. You gotta love this. This is part reminiscent of the movie poster, The Power of Rock in 1994. Yes, because it is a science fiction musical set in the future of 1994. Remember, this was made in 1980. We got that wonderful picture of the apple. Here are some extras, very talented dancers who are in a routine called Business, which is a wonderful musical number with a whole lot of stuff going on. Actually, this film in general has a whole lot of stuff going on. And there is Catherine Mary Stewart, who that image is from when she performed the musical number Speed that I accidentally serenaded you on. Well, not quite accidentally, but still, I hope your ears are okay after that. And The Apple, of course, in that lights, like it's on the marquee. And so here we are, the original soundtrack of the musical film. And yes, music by Kobe Reicht and the lyrics by Iris Reicht and George Clinton. Yes, George S. Clinton, the same, who would go on later to compose music for films, including Mortal Kombat. So it's that George S. Clinton. He's also a character in the film as well, which I found very amusing that he was in front of the camera as well as involved behind it, and he also did the recording supervision. Yes, this is the original pressing copy of the 1980 release of this vinyl. So let's take a look of the back of it, and there we are. We've got Pandy and Dandy. It's a scene from the opening musical number that they get where they're singing about Bim. Bim is everything, and yeah, you can tell by this costuming and everything, totally 80s, but still, I just love the production design of this movie, and the fact they've got them on the back is great. Canon Records logo up in front and on the right, just very making sure this is a Canon Records film. Now, soundtrack. So, and then we've got side 1 with the listings and side 2. What you may find interesting when you look at the back of this is it says Mary Hyland. Now, Catherine Mary Stewart was the lead in it, but they went with a different vocalist. Apparently, for Mary Hyland, I believe George S. Clinton heard her perform at a club, a party in 1978, and so she was hired to be the voice of Bibi. Catherine Mary Stewart does can carry musical numbers. She does have a great musical voice as well, singing voice, but you wouldn't really hear that until, I think, scenes from the gold mine. So here, they did use someone else for the musical numbers. So I found that interesting. And yes, here it is where they recorded it, and of course the credits for the film. So looking inside it, look at that. That is it's no surprise that they picked most of the photos from this scene. I mean, you've got it, here, and yeah, I mean, this really gives you some key moments in the film and some very interesting flashbacks, not acid flashbacks, but flashbacks to these moments in the film. And this is a scene from the song I'm Coming. There's Speed. This, and along with this, and here is the Apple song that they have. And again, you could tell they had a huge production here, and the music is well produced. It sounds good in here, and while not all the songs may hit, a few of them definitely are actually, if you listen to the lyrics, could be relevant to today, especially the song The Master, which this image here, down here, this image here is from. So let's look at the vinyl inside. And here, the vinyl inside is sporting the Canon Records logo with the track listing in red there, and the Apple logo on it as well. I love the Canon logo. I just, that's so much a part of my childhood and video watching growing up, and to see it on a vinyl record is great. And so same thing on the other side as well, so nothing too fancy there. You know, the vinyl is decent quality, definitely not 180 grams, but we're gonna now take a short break, and when we come back, I'll tell you my favorite song on this, give you a few other notes on this soundtrack, and yeah, so stay tuned. Hey everyone, you want to help us decide what we review here on It's Vinylly Mine? Then head on over to www.patreon.com/SpecialMarkProductions. It's our Patreon page where we have 3 great tiers for you to join. If you join our top tier, you get early access to all the videos we post on YouTube. Plus, you get to participate in a poll to decide on what we review on It's Vinylly Mine, and you get a poll to decide what the VIP episode will be for the month exclusively for our patrons. We got a lot of great content there, so head on over there and we hope to see you soon. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So glad you could stick with us as we take a look at this vinyl release of the soundtrack to the film The Apple. Now, I didn't have to listen to it, but I did. I listened to it again because I've been listening to this soundtrack quite a bit, actually, in the last week or so. I don't know. It's just grown on me. It's really got that spirit and this fun entertainment value to it, that and a bit of escapism, which I think we really need right now. And now what's interesting about the Apple's soundtrack, as I mentioned before with the credits here, is that it was recorded and remixed at the Music Centre in London, England, and it did have the London Philharmonic perform the orchestral arrangements for the song. So this was a big thing, and for the non-song pieces, Clinton was the conductor. And what's interesting is he was nervous conducting the London Philharmonic Orchestra, as you can imagine. He ended up conducting it with a chopstick rather than a regular baton. The chopstick was from, I guess, a Asian food place down the street from where they were recording this. So I just found that very amusing that he actually, conducted it with a chopstick. Now, the choreographer for the musical numbers in here was Nigel Lithgow, who would later become a judge on So You Think You Could Dance in 2005. So also an interesting connection here. Now, some of the songs on here are just so much fun. I mean, Show Business, for one, is great, and it could apply to today, even though they mentioned 1994 for the theme. It's a very interesting number that they have on here, so I do enjoy that. How to Be a Master, I always say, like, sorry, How to Be a Master is interesting because it's a very reggae tune, and apparently they had some trouble with the band who did the reggae music for it because they couldn't actually read the charts. But it's still a great song. I really enjoyed it. Very upbeat, and it's just a demonstration of the variety of different types of music you have in here. Coming is the sexual innuendo song in here for sure. And yeah, I do enjoy a lot of these, but the Apple is a great song, but Speed is just, it's so much fun, and you hear the lyrics and you're like, wait a minute, and just, yeah, so much energy to it, and that song has just been, that earworm's been stuck in my head for quite some time. There's a number of earworm songs on this soundtrack, so there you have it, folks. You know, it's got a cult following for a reason. This is an Oscar material by any means, but there's a lot of entertainment to have in here, especially if you're looking for different musicals and you're looking for music from the 1980s, 70s, early 80s, those rock musicals. You're going to want to check out the soundtrack to The Apple. It's a great vinyl. It still plays fantastically and sounded fantastic for being, the original 1980, basically 40-year-old pressing. So that's another reason why I enjoy vinyl, and I hope you enjoy it too and enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out our Patreon so you can have a say in what we review here on It's Vinylly Mine. Please subscribe down below and all that, and check out everything from our complete package on The Apple, because remember, it's not yours, it's Vinylly Mine, and I'll catch you on the flip side.